A quiet forest in Marsiling was meant for redevelopment, but what was found inside suggests parts of Singapore's past may still be hidden in plain sight. Senior Minister of State Zaki Mohammed recently went on a hike with volunteers in a patch of woodland behind Masjid An-Nur. This area, known as Woodlands N1, had already been marked for future housing. But instead of just greenery, the group uncovered something unexpected. They found a World War II defense site, a gun outpost overlooking the causeway, and a storage bunker that people could still walk into. These structures had been sitting quietly for decades, unnoticed by most people. Further inside, the group discovered something equally significant: remains of an old village known as Kampung. There were moss-covered stone walls, a dried-up well, still holding a bucket and rope, even fruiting durian trees, planted long ago by former residents. This wasn't just forest. It was a laid space, carrying both wartime history and community memory. And here's where it gets more interesting. They also found an old marker with the letters WD and an arrow. Some believed it came from Singapore's former water department, but it may actually be linked to the British War Department, based on similar markings used during colonial times. That raises a deeper point. Not all historical traces are clearly documented. Some are sitting quietly in places we assume are just empty land. The site also connects to a lesser-known part of Singapore's social history. Kampung once had its own community centre, one of the earliest rural types in the country. Historical photos even show Lee Kuan Yew and a young Lee Hsien Loong visiting the area in 1963. Today, that community is gone, resettled into HDB flats as Singapore urbanized. But the physical traces are still there, and so are the memories, carried by people who once lived in that kampung. Now, the bigger question: what happens next? This forest is set to be cleared for development. At the same time, it is home to biodiversity, including species considered important for conservation. Thousands have already signed petitions to protect the area. Authorities have said environmental impact will be managed. But this situation highlights a familiar tension in Singapore: development versus preservation, housing needs versus heritage, green space versus urban growth. The issue may not just be about one forest. It may reflect how decisions are made when history, nature, and modern needs all collide in the same space. Because once a site like this is cleared, the physical evidence is gone for good, and what remains is only what we choose to remember. So here's the real question: when land holds both history and future value, how should Singapore decide what to keep and what to let go? Like, share and subscribe to 2230.